Right then, let's go into the chicken run. Fitted the automatic door yesterday, so it's a chicken guard. I've gone for the upgraded version of it. 6:57. So another 3 minutes. That's due to open at 7 o'clock. It's probably a bit late actually. I'll redo the settings on that. I've used there, that's 4mm 5-bar aluminium checker plate. And I was concerned about putting it in wooden runners for the wood swelling up or warping. So what I've done, if you look there, that's aluminium, that is aluminium runner there. I've got a larger one and I've got an internal one. If it focuses in. So you've always got a bit of movement when the door comes up. It's never going to jam. So this will be the first time the chickens have ever come out the door, because up until last week their coop was actually in our old outside brick toilet there, but because we've got a few more hens, there's a lot more space in that converted shed there. Why me, if I just scan right, that's just the rest of their run, and that little hut up there, that's just what you put the food in. It's just something for them to do basically. It's another nice morning anyway. I can hear all the hens are excited in there and the roosters. To be fair, I've not heard the roosters crow yet. There you go, it's just started. Looks like a light Sussex is one of the first ones out. Come on then. That's Apple, that is. With the train. That's Apple, one of our light Sussex. One of the roosters is coming out, he's thinking, come on then, I'm fed up of waiting now. The roos normally have a go at the ladies this time of morning. That old compost bin there, we'll just put some ash in there where they have the dust baths. There's little Poot. So in the toilet now that's where we keep our poultry supplies. We used to have the nest boxes just where that the bin is there. Just got corn in at the minute, mixed corn. We don't give them as much at the minute because they're not getting enough protein at the minute. So we used to have perches everywhere in there. It's ever so good for the time. Oh, look at them, look, they're waiting by the food. You can tell they want feeding. Ready? Just keep the food in there, lock it up so no rats or any other animal can feast on it in the night. Got some more perches there, because this gets the sun all day, you see, so they basically chill out on there. I'll just open the shed, which is actually the coop being converted. You'll see we've only gone for 3 nest boxes because they only seem to use the one anyway, and we've actually got 13 at the minute. 13 hens, well that's a lie, 11 hens, 2 roosters, and we've got 3 Jersey Giants chicks in the house at the minute. They're 2 weeks old, so we did do a bigger nest box there because they're going to be quite big birds, you see. That's just an angled piece of plywood. It stops them sitting on top of the nest boxes and fouling the nest boxes. And from experience with our birds now, we've only, see that thin there, that thin natural branch or stick, whatever you want to call it, pretty much all 12 get on that. Because in our old coop we had a low perch, one higher, then we had like say another one across there, another one across there, and every time we checked on them there was always just on the one perch. And exactly the same with the nest box, they all seem to lay in this coop. It's the middle nest box there, looks like someone's perched on there for the night. Look, you can see a bit of, well, you know what that is. So yeah, all in all it's good. We've got the grit in there, got some thick plastic polythene for the winter just to stop the drafts, but because it's spring summertime now in England, it gets pretty warm in here. I've just strengthened up the sides with some extra battens. There's no really need to do that. Yeah, so I'm very pleased all in all with that, the chicken guard. It took me about 3 minutes to calibrate the door yesterday. If I wanted to, I could have the door about another 2 inches high if I wanted to. I'm happy with it as it is at the minute. That's a really good water, that is. I'm going to get the same equivalent for the feeder rather than the plastic feeder. Brilliant, you get no algae. That holds nearly enough water for the week. It's ideal if you want to go away for weekends now. You haven't got to worry about the water because it's plenty large enough. Like you say, it is for a week, but if you just put it to a good long weekend, you haven't got to worry about anything. Got the automatic door also, so you haven't got to worry about them being let out or they'll be locked away safe or not, even though we've got thick gauge mesh fencing, whatever you want to call it, everywhere, and it's all concreted in. Look, if you can actually see it, actually it's all concreted in, so if the fox gets in, it's well done to you, Mr. Fox, but the chickens will still be safe because they'll still be locked up anyway in their coop. All we've got to get now, I'm going to fit either one of these posts there or perhaps that one there is an IP camera, so then we can check on the chickens if you're at work. Like you say, if you do go away for the weekend, you can make sure that they're locked in at night. You can make sure that the door has opened so they are actually getting out, and you can check that they haven't knocked the feed over. And more importantly, if you have any issues whatsoever, you're going to know straight away, and you can either ring family, friends, neighbours, and they can come round and sort the issue out, or it gives you time to make arrangements to come back to sort your hens out. Because last year when we went away, we put all our chickens in well, somebody looked after our chickens for us, a proper place. I think it cost about £60 a week for our hens, and all there was in was a small igloo coop and a run. And I'm not joking you, the run must have been about from that post there to my foot, so you're talking 6 hens in 6 hens it was at the time in that little run there. I mean, it's not very fair, is it? So now we've gone the automatic door route, so they can stop at home. They're not going to get the stress of being driven to where they've got to go. And obviously here they've got a lot of space. So what I'll do, so like I say, this is only the first morning we've had the chicken guard up and running. So last night I had to adjust the light sensor because we have set it to shut on a sensor rather than a timer, because otherwise we'd be forever changing the time because the way the Earth spins around the Sun and the distance in the orbit, you know what I mean. So it's easier to close on a sensor, but we don't want them out too early in the morning because, I mean, the roos can be noisy. I mean, to be fair, we've only got a railway straight at the bottom of us there. If you look up in our garden there, in an old cottage, and there's a cottage up there. I mean, it's not the busiest of places, but it's so quiet here. Luckily our neighbours enjoy the noise of the chickens and the cockerels. That's Bacon, our Leghorn. We've had to put a little jacket on her, a little saddle, haven't we? One of the cockerels' favourites. But we used to separate the cockerels every morning before work. But we found, since we got rid of our third cockerel, things have calmed down a lot now. And now we've let them all be together. You want something nice to eat, don't you? That's it. Fight on camera. Just telling them how well you get on. So let's get a handful of mixed corn just for a little treat. Let's come round here then. Come on. You want some? Come on, hens. No, Mr. Cockerel. I like to feed my girls first, because I'm top of the pack. You're bottom, you can get fed last. Ready? 1, 2, 3, run! Thank you for watching.